Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Alex Gaming. Today we're going to be looking at my top 5 favorite planes in the whole Microsoft Flight Simulator. But before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, let's get into it. So our first plane here is the Boeing 777 by Captain Sim. And you may be wondering, how is that in 5th place? The plane is super unrealistic. Yeah, it's super unrealistic, but it's pretty easy to fly. And it has a full interior. And Captain Sim planes usually look pretty good. They just don't fly very good. Well, they fly normally, like the Boeing 747, because that's exactly where they took the physics from. Oh yeah, you may be able to notice the throttle gauge thing on that center display, or whatever you call it. Yeah, that's from the Boeing 747. That's also from the Flight Simulator. And I think the sound probably is too. As you can see here, we're sliding off the runway because I do not have rudder pedals. Yeah, okay. It does that creepy V1 thing, like a lot of the planes in the Flight Simulator do. Well, actually, only this one, actually. Never really experienced another plane do that before. See here, we are shooting into the sky like a rocket. Alright, we're gonna do a very unstable takeoff here. Yep. So you can see the auto brake does work. The FMC or whatever it is, I think that's what it's called. It works, but it's super simple. Okay, let's put our flaps up here. There we go. You can just drag them up. And see here, none of the stuff on the top really works. Just the engine starts and the APU and the battery. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn on the autopilot here, so we can go explore the back of the cabin, or just the aircraft's cabin here. Which button is it? I am not a Boeing 777 pilot at all whatsoever. I cannot figure that out. Alright, let's just go back in the cabin and hope the plane doesn't crash. None of those buttons work. Great. Alright, let's head back into the cabin now. So see, we have a door, and then we have the cabin. It has a full cabin it's just a cabin. It's not like super detailed. You can see by all these little bumps there. The plane we're gonna look at as number 1 is way better than this one, as it should be. The modeling of this thing isn't great, but it's only $20 because I think that's including the 777-900 livery. We're doing a very unstable flight here. This is perfectly fine. But we'll be moving on to our next plane very, very soon. But you can see, yes, the sunshades do work. Just a minor detail that's not very important. And it's fun to fly. Alright, now let's move on to our next plane here. This is the Airbus A310 by AnyBuilds. This plane is free for the Flight Simulator, and it's super detailed. You can see here, yes, it's the Airbus A310-300, I'm pretty sure. See, everything on it works, pretty much. Oh yeah, you'll still have sunshades. Oh, yay. See, the reason it's in 4th, even though it's nice and detailed and realistic, is because I'm just not an A310 person, and also the yoke and the gauge layout kind of makes me think of like a old Boeing 737-200 or 300, or maybe even a 727 with only 2 engine throttles. It just makes me feel weird that an Airbus has a yoke. But you can see none of the breakers work, so yay, I guess, not really a good thing. But then again, this plane is free, and it's part of the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 40th anniversary package thingy. Oh yeah, this thing.
Stop rudder input. Stop rudder input.
That is also the sound of my nightmares. I'm not sure if the auto land works. I've never tried it before. Is that gonna do anything? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ah, that is loud. I can't get the throttle down. No. Okay, this plane does like to do a lot of dinging. The sounds are really nice on this thing, though. I really like the sounds. Alright, let's see if we can start the APU up here. Am I doing this right? Probably not. Why did it say override? Is that supposed to be like that? Also, probably not. I can maybe hear the APU starting. No idea, really, though. Let's take a look around here. Let's see if this thing actually has an interior, like a cabin. So, let's head into the cabin here. Oops. Alright, we're gonna squeeze through because some other planes in the flight simulator, they only have this galley area. They don't have like the rest of the plane. Yep, this one is just like the, you know, you don't have a cabin. You really just have that galley area. Alright, now let's take a look at our flight pad here. You can see we have, here we can open our doors and cargo doors and all that stuff, I guess. I think there's a failures panel somewhere, or that might be a different plan. I'm not sure. I don't think this one actually has a failures panel. But you can open the doors mid-flight, which is weird. I've done it before. Let's set our wheel tracks here. Okay, I guess the wheel tracks haven't appeared because we're on the runway. Okay, so we do have a pushback thing, which is nice because the one in the flight simulator is pretty bad. Let's take a look at this a little bit more now. The electrical humming sound in the background is quite annoying. So yep, this is the A310-300 by anybody. I just whacked my microphone with my yoke. Okay, so here we have our little settings panel, I guess. And, okay, we can change our units of measurement or whatever they're called. Okay, we can change the brightness. Usually the brightness is like 20%, so, it's nice to have an actual switch. Alright, we have a home button there, but I don't think we can hide it. I think the APU just started. I just whacked my microphone again. Alright, here we are on our next plane. This is the Cessna 172 that comes with the base version of Flight Simulator, which is what I have. This is specifically the float plane because that's usually what I fly because that's, yes, I like landing on the water, even though it's kind of really hard because I don't really know what I'm doing. Got a throttle there. Anyways, I like this plane because it's also super easy to fly, and it's really fun to fly. It also doesn't take forever to load. I do not have rudder paddles. We're going to drift off the runway here. I'm going to use my keyboard rudder to turn. Recommendation, don't use keyboard rudder. Oh, no. Everything is not fine. We can't even take off because our wing is slowing us down so much. Let's just go see if I can find the flight assistant thing. Hold on, no, not that one. There it is. Alright, we'll just teleport to increased altitude. Use up for water, let me. Yeah, my gears are going up, thank you very much. You can see here, we're doing stuff. We're flying. The plane is flying. Definitely without the magic that I definitely need to teleport. And the plane is nicely modeled. It's like I said, it's easy to fly and it's fun to fly. And oh yeah, it's I like the design of it. I don't know why. I usually don't like general aviation planes, but this one is actually one that I actually fly. This is like the only one that I fly in the flight simulator ever. Also, remember, if you enjoy content like this, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button because that helps out a lot. Like a lot. See here, we are doing weird stuff. Watch out Siesta Key because we're probably about to crash into it. Actually, I'm not sure. Alright, we're gonna try to land in the water. Keyword here, try.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
No, I'm trying to land in the water. Even though we're going over speed. Why is the plane shaking around so much? Is it really this windy in Sarasota right now? Things are happening. Alright, so we're gonna just try to land it here. things are happening. Alright. Try to touch down here. Feels like we're flying an MD-11. Good grief. Ryanair, I have my resume. Oh, come on. Don't crash back in the water. Everything is fine. Alright, we're trying. There we go. Now we have a smooth touchdown. More or less. You'll have a blinky orange light and ejected spinal cords. We are now drifting in the water. But now let's move on to our next plane. This, you may be able to guess, this is the Airbus A320, but specifically, this is the fly-by-wire Airbus A320. I'll have this plane linked down in the comments below in case you want to download this plane. I'll give you a quick guide on how to install it. All you need to do is download the installer, and then run the installer, and then download the plane, which will automatically download everything else the plane needs to run. And it'll automatically install it straight into the community folder on your flight simulator. Yes, my throttles are messed up. I do not know why. Alright, park and break off. Let's do a little takeoff here. I like this plane because number one, it's free. I also like it because it's like realistic. Duh. Like not all the things work though. Not everything works. But another part that's a big bonus is that it does have automatic landing because it is like the actual Airbus A320. The plane is rattling like it was when I flew this plane in real life. Alright, we can start trying to take off here. This kind of looks like the takeoff that happened in real life when I was on this plane too. Alright, flaps up, unarmed speed brakes, auto brakes off. 400. We're going down. I thought we had a positive rate. Anyways. We're going up here. Actually, I think our angle of attack is weird. Let's turn on our flight pad here. Alright, we got our flight pad loaded. Oh yeah, the breakers do not work on this plane because, okay, it's fine because the plane is free and it has really good realism on everything else. But almost everything up there works. The problem is the GPWS test button doesn't work, which is the one right there. It's modeled. You can hear it click, but it doesn't actually do anything. Trust me, I did hours of research because I really wanted it to work, but it doesn't. We can also do that thing. It's nav fail. TCAS fail. That should be fine. Alright, now we're gonna steer in this direction. Alright, so those buttons there don't work. I don't know what they do. The thing I like about Airbus is they're super easy to turn on. All you do is turn on the batteries and then turn on everything that says off. And then to start it, all you do is turn on the engine ignition thing and then turn it to engine crank, and then you can Google it. It's like 3 steps. So it's not that hard. But yeah, you also start the APU. But like I said, just click everything that says off and the plane will pretty much just turn itself on. Let's see if we have a cabin here. Nope. Can we just click through this? Nope. Alright. Oh yeah, the gravity gear extension does work, which is pretty nice. Alright, we just have our autopilot on here. You see, I have no idea where the autopilot's taking us because I have no autopilot waypoint set into the FMC. Also stay tuned because we're about to see my #1 favorite airplane in the whole Microsoft Flight Simulator after we just do 1 or 2 more tests. Alright, I'm going to show you that the GPWS system does work. By throwing the nose down, we're about to crash into like the key, Siesta Key again, like we did earlier. You could probably see my old house from here. Anyways, alright, the fly-by, I'm pushing the nose all the way down right now, but the fly-by-wire system, I don't think is letting me. So, let me just turn those off. Why not? Now let me see, I think the fly-by-wire control system thingy is over here. Let's turn these off. Alright, there we go. Now this plane flies better. Now you can fly it like a Boeing because I can now crash it. But with the fly-by-wire system on, the plane won't let you crash it, which is, I think, it's a good thing actually. Now it's flying like a Boeing. Alright, we can turn this back on right now.
2,500.
Alright, there we go.
Pull up.
See, told
Too
you.
low. Terrain. Pull
There
up.
we go.
Too
And
low.
impact.
Terrain. Pull up.
Alright, Ryanair, I told you, I'm ready for hire. Alright, now here's the #1 favorite plane in the whole flight simulator. Can you guess what it is? Huh? Yep, this is the TFDI design McDonnell Douglas MD-11. As you can see here, I will have this plane linked in the description below. If you want me to make a video and have them install the liveries for it, I could do that too. And if you want me to make a full, super in-depth review on it, I can also do that. See here, they 3D scan, like I think they like LiDAR scan the whole real MD-11, so you can count every single ripple in the hull, every single bolt on the airplane, which is good because you're paying a premium for it. Also, the plane looks very nicely worn here. So you can see here the we are on the runway. Anyways, so over here we have the autopilot panel, and alright, so let's get ready for takeoff. We'll take off and then I'll explain the rest of this out. So let's do that. Oh yeah, I could really use some help learning how to fly this plane because I got this plane a few days after release and I still don't really know how to fly it still at all. Anyways, we're gonna do a takeoff here, I think. Hold on. Up there we go. Now my throttle's going to work. It's going to do the stabilizer thing just because I have not put in the FMC. Also, yeah, if you import a simple flight plan and send it to the FMC, it still won't stop doing the stabilizer thing. Also, as expected, we're going to fly off to the right of the runway, I guess. I like this plane because it's hard to fly, as it should be, because it's very hard to fly in real life. Also, it would be nice if we had an MD-11 anti-bounce software. Oh yeah, the breakers do not work yet. The breakers will work by the end of 2024. If you want to make a video on how to install it, make sure to comment that down below. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna have breakers and working failures by the end of this year. Oh yeah, we also have this nice little flight pad here. Come on, Toga, got climb. But yeah, this plane is really hard to stall because I've tried it before. It has thrust protection that you can't turn off, even if you turn off the auto throttle. Anyways, you can see here we do have the laser shooting missile defense system. Here, this is what it looks like with it off. Now let's save our changes. There we go, and boom. That's their little thing that shoots laser at the missiles to make them not go kaboom boom the airplane. Alright, here this plane is also very fun to fly. It's definitely an experience to fly, for sure. We have a few orange lights. That should be fine as long as they're not red. That switch likes to turn itself off a lot, probably because we're at 7% fuel. That's probably what the little orange thing is supposed to be. The plane is doing something weird. I can't control it. Hold on. We have a problem. Let's go explore the cabin in a second. Oh yeah, well actually let's take a look at a few more of these pages in the flight plan. We'll do that in a second too. Let's just put our flaps up. Alright, make sure those are all the way up. For some reason I have to scroll down to put the flaps up, but I have to scroll down to put the speed brakes out. It's like inverted. Like I said, the breakers don't work, but we're gonna have breakers and failures by the end of this year. Let's turn on the GPWS test in your mind. Seriously, look how nicely detailed this plane is. Personally, I think the MD-11 is the best looking plane that's ever been made before. Alright here, let's take a look at this. And pretty much every single button on this plane works, which makes sense because you're paying $80 for it, because I have both the passenger and the cargo variant. So it's $70 just to get the cargo or just the passenger, and it's another $10 to add on the other model. So let's say you got the freighter and you want to also get the passenger, it's another $10. Anyways, so yeah, this plane is really nice, like really nice. We are currently in the cargo variant though, so I can't really show you the cabin, but I will show you the cargo thing. It's very nice. You can see all those buttons work. I don't even know what they do. I just press some random buttons. Alright, let's do active pause because I can't get the autopilot to turn on unless I set up the flight management computer correctly. Alright, let's open this door. Okay, let me use this. There we go. Alright, now we can head back to the cabin. We can just click through all of that. But yes, all the doors and cargo doors do open. We can head back into the cargo area here. And yep, yes, the cargo area is very nice back here. I just whacked my microphone again, and you see we are clipping through the roof again. But this plane is very nicely modeled, as you can tell. Even the cargo area. We can just clip outside of the plane. Oh yeah, on the real plane too. Unlike another real plane. On the passenger variant, you can count every single seat. And the model, the texture are so much better than the ones on the 777, because you can literally scroll, you can zoom so far in and you can see every single thread on the seat. Oh yeah, you can count every single seat too, because every single seat is labeled like they would be in real life. Oh yeah, okay, so we're gonna take a look at some of these other systems over here. We have all of these systems and what these do. I'll turn that on, why not? Save it. Let's take a look at our CWS, whatever that is. So we have our altitude alert. You know, this is just changing the callouts of the plane, I guess. And then here's our performance thing. We can change the performance of the aircraft. What is that thing? What is that something? High efficiency pylon. What does that do? Alright, so here's what it looks like without, I think. Alright, so take a look at this. See here, I don't notice anything. Alright, now we're gonna disable it and save that change. It looks exactly the same. I have no idea what those are. Somebody's gonna have to tell me that down in the comments below. I think it just changes the drag of the airplane.
Glide slow.
Let's do a GPWS test here.
Terrain.
It
Pull
does work
up.
and it's very annoying, and
Pull
I can't get
up.
it to stop.
Sync rate. Pull up.
Stop!
Terrain.
Anyway, so
Pull
yeah, I
up.
cannot get the
Don't
GPWS
sink.
test to stop.
Don't sink.
I also did make a video on it.
Too
Oh yeah,
low,
the little
terrain.
that thing right there works too.
Too low.
See?
Gear.
You can test that.
Too low.
Oh yeah, we have
Flaps.
this one. Let me find the button.
Too low.
There
Terrain.
it is.
Glide slow. Too low. Terrain.
There we go.
Caution.
As you can see,
Terrain.
all the lights in the plane turn on.
Caution. Terrain.
It looks like a
Terrain.
mess.
Terrain. Pull up.
I already got the
Pull up.
autopilot on now. We have a GPWS failure. Never mind. Alright, you can see, I think that's thrust protection. No, I think that's just the auto throttle. Yeah, that's just the auto throttle. We have a fuel dump button that does work. Like this plane is just like, I think the best plane in the whole Ford Flight Simulator. I will have this plane linked in the description below, obviously, if you want to purchase it. But seriously, like, this is the best looking plane that's ever been made. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.